All right, welcome back to Jediism 101, where we are discussing the nature of Jedi realism in the modern world. So, just a short recap, we discovered what Jedi realism is, and it is basically a modern religion, although it's been around now for a good long time, that is based on the beliefs and practices of the Jedi from the Star Wars movies created by George Lucas. This has been expanded from the movies to the TV shows and into the books as well. Lots of things have been discovered and been added to it. We went over, and now we've started with the Jedi Code. We are starting with the expanded code, which is my personal favorite because I think it just gives us a little bit more to work with. First line was, "There is no emotion, there is peace," which is, of course, the emotions do not control us. We control them. Never bad thing to have emotions. Just keep them, keep them where they belong and keep them useful. Then we have no ignorance. There is knowledge, where this is the easiest one. Learn something, learn more about something you already know, learn something different. Learn the opposite side standpoint. Jedi are people of balance and compassion, and the best way to do that is being able to not only see your side and defend it, but also be able to see their side. We're going to get into the compassion part in a few more videos. Next time we passed up to no, there is no passion, there is serenity, where I explained that having passion is great, and it can be a great way of moving forward and getting you motivated, but it cannot be the end all be all. It cannot be the fuel to the fire. You need to have sustainable reasoning for the direction you take. We moved into the extended lines here of there is no chaos, there is harmony, and it is basically the attempt of seeing this, as I mentioned on a phone call today with somebody, this big ball of snakes and laying them out straight. It's figuring out what goes where and how you personally fit into this world. We moved on to my personal favorite line, there is no emotion, or there's no fear, there is courage, where I explained that from my point of view, fear is not the absence, or courage, is not the absence of fear. It is the acknowledgement of what scares me and still continuing to walk forward. This is how heroes are made. This is how you have your heroic moments. You acknowledge that you're scared of something and you walk forward. Anyways, we all have to. The world does not stop because we are having a bad day. It just doesn't. So pick your head up, put your shoulders back, and walk forward. Do the thing that scares you, you probably be better off for it. Now, that's going to lead into our next line here, line 6, which is, there is no foolishness, there is wisdom. This is kind of a fun line because the old saying is, you gain wisdom by learning from your mistakes. Most of those mistakes can be very foolish. Some of those mistakes can be, hey, I forgot to have a plus sign instead of a minus sign. But there's also just doing things that are straight up, well, yes, foolish. These are things that the voice in the back of our heads, the fight or flight, the trained lizard, whatever you want to call it, says, hey, this is a bad idea. And that's where the wisdom comes from, knowing that it's a bad idea and finding out why it's a bad idea. The saying, what is it? Where fools rush in. That's exactly it. And I remember I talked about people who claim to be totally fearless. These are fools. Those are the ones that just rush in headlong. Having fear is the acknowledgement of the danger that's there, and the courage part is going in forward. If you have absolutely no fear, then you have absolutely missed the point of your brain saying, hey, here's some wisdom. Don't do the thing. Or, do the thing, but do it smartly. You're in life, you're going to run. You're going to walk. You're going to crawl. Every single time you can trip and you will fall. There's no way around it. You're going to make mistakes. There's nobody perfect in this world. There's nobody perfect in most other worlds. I've never been to other worlds, I couldn't tell you. But I'm going to guarantee you that there is no such thing as a perfect person. And there's no perfect person, there's no perfect plan. There are only perfect intentions. The wisdom comes from things going sideways and still fixing it. And learning why it went sideways. Why did it fail? Where it is. In the world we are in today, we can't afford to be fools. And honestly, we should never suffer fools. There are too many out there with too loud a voice that is making life more difficult than it has to be. Drawing attention to where it shouldn't be, all in a distraction. And then who is the greater fool? The fool or the fool who follows him? Thank you, old Ben Kenobi. But it's true. The whole idea is that, we've seen foolish ideas. I've done foolish things. Some of them financial, some of them emotional, a lot of them emotional. And when I was younger, I used to do a lot of foolish things physically because, well, thankfully I bounced and I did not get myself in the process of doing something really, really dumb. But I learned from that. I never got seriously hurt, but I learned what I shouldn't do. And that's where the wisdom comes from. So, no, there shouldn't be any foolishness. There should be wisdom. But if you need to be foolish, keep your eyes open. As they said on, what is it? I can't remember the show offhand. Sorry. Mythbusters, there it is. The difference between science and messing around is writing it down. So record your wisdoms. Record how you go. Take a look at what you did. This is kind of where journaling comes in. Hopefully that when you write something, you are writing it from a point of view that allows you to learn from the mistakes that you made. Honestly, you may have made mistakes, but you can still learn from it. It does happen. I can learn from my accomplishments as much, not maybe as much as my mistakes, but it's what we are. I believe Yoda said this from The Last Jedi, that pass on what you've learned. Strength, wisdom, intelligence, courage, mastery. But mistakes, folly, mess-ups. Our mistakes are our best teachers. Learn from them. That's where you gain wisdom. You gain wisdom by learning from the mistakes that you made when you probably shouldn't have done it in the first place, but hey, you did it anyways. And like I said, you did the scary thing and you learned something from it. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. I want to remind everybody, as always, to drink more water, get some activity in, clear your mind now and again, be kind to animals, be kind to the environment, be kind to everybody that you meet. We only, they fight battles we don't know about and you don't want to make it worse. And always, please do be kind to yourself. Until my next video, have a great evening, and please, may the Force be with you.